Hey guys, and Happy New Year's! So today I am finally doing my what I got for Christmas video. I think I'm a little bit later than I usually like to be with this, but I do have an excuse, and you can kind of see his face right here. I was waiting for something to come in before I recorded this, and I also kind of got food poisoning, which delayed me another day, but still, here now, and that's all that matters. I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas if you celebrate. I know I didn't really do any festive videos necessarily this year, but I guess until now. As it goes, every year I do like to do these videos. I enjoy watching them, so not trying to brag, once again, always that disclaimer. I just really enjoy this sort of content. I like recording it. You guys seem to like it, so yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So first things first, I should probably get this one out of the way since you can see him, because I could not completely conceal him in my lap because he is much bigger than I was thinking he was. Dude is in the litter box and I really hope you guys can't hear her. I'm just gonna keep going, pretend like that's not going on in the background. Anyway, this is the Alduin statue that came with the Skyrim Collector's Edition back in 2011. The one that I was way too scared to ask my parents for because I was just a poor 14-year-old at the time, so they were already being nice and letting me pre-order the game so I could go to the midnight release and everything, so I was too afraid to ask for this, but yes, after over a decade of wanting it, I had it planned that I was going to order this with my Christmas bunny. And that didn't quite work out because my Christmas bunny actually ended up going somewhere else, which I will explain in a second. So I kind of just bought this for myself as a Christmas/early birthday present, I guess. So I'm not entirely sure if that counts. Some of the stuff in this video, I'm not sure if it counts, but it's fun, so I'm gonna show you the cool things anyway. I'm so glad to finally have this in my collection, you guys. Oh, a decade of wishing for him. I'm just gonna set him right here so we can see him. Is that good? Probably. So the reason that my Christmas bunny didn't exactly go towards Alduin is because pretty much immediately after I bought him, I was planning on just taking my Christmas bunny to bank to justify it, because of course it was online, I did have to use my card. Me and Ryder decided it was time. We were going to go to an IKEA and get new matching desks, something that we have been wanting for so long. You can kind of see it here. It's the desk that pretty much every gamer on Instagram has, but there's a good reason for that. It's a nice desk. It's the Lag Captain desk with the Alex drawers. I'll try to get better footage of it here because you can only kind of see it right now, but we do have 3 separate desks that we use to make this big L desk, as you can see. One of them is just the table or the desk, and then the other 2, you know, at the ends we wanted to have the drawers because it's nice for storage. I'm so glad to finally have drawers on my desk, and also just to not have a glass desk anymore, because for one, that's bad whenever you're, you know, planning on moving a little bit. Like, I've already moved twice with it. I don't want to do that anymore, and I'm sure we'll at least move another 2 times, if not more. And Ryder's desk was just kind of big and bulky, kind of ugly, and yeah, weighed like 200 pounds, which is also not great for moving and having to get up and down stairs. So these desks are really good to deassemble. They're really lightweight. I think they're very pretty, so I'm glad to finally have that. Me and Ryder just went ahead and split on them. Yeah, super exciting. One of Ryder's gifts to me was actually these Razer Kitty Kraken headphones. I love them so much. They're so cute. I know you guys are probably gonna be like, the Diva ones, they've been your iconic headphones for so long, but I'm really sad about it because I love those too. But they were starting to age. Like, the little leathery bits on them were starting to chip. I don't know if you guys saw this. I can't even remember what video it was in, but I had like a couple of black specks on my face after recording because they were just chipping away, and I don't want them to break down any more than they already have. So unfortunately, those headphones are now retired. This is the new vibe. I hope you guys like it. I'm definitely not used to it. They stick off my head quite a bit right here, which is a little strange, but I'm officially an e-girl. Good for me. Was I already? I don't know. And to go along with that, rather conveniently, let me see if I can pull it out without messing everything up. Kinda. I don't know if it will come out much farther than this. You can kind of see it. My parents actually got me the Razer Base Station Chroma, so they like match and everything. I finally don't have to store my headphones on my monitor, which I hated. And I have extra USBs, which I always need. So those are very exciting. Okay, had to pause for a second there because Ryder got home for lunch. Where was I? Ah, the headphones, yes, okay. Yeah, this is going to be in no particular order. It's kind of just the order I set stuff down up here. So it's gonna be a little bit random from this point on, but first of all, since it is the closest, one of the things Ryder's mom got for me was this Yankee candle, and it's Woodland Road Trip, and it smells really good. It's like woodsy, but it also has like a marshmallowy kind of smell to it to me. I like it a lot. And I'm always a fan of candles. She also got me these fuzzy socks, but they're in the laundry right now, and I did not want to try to dig them out, so there was also that. Then from my friend Isaac, I actually got this spell card holder for D&D, or Pathfinder, or whatever else. This one has a cute little leaf on it. It's dark green, one of my favorite colors. Right now it just has Gonair's spell cards in it, so. And this is another one that I'm not entirely sure if it counts, but it was a gift, and it was around Christmas, so I'm gonna count it. Whenever me and Ryder went to get these desks, we also stopped by that Madness Comics place that I've talked about in the past. And he got me this little flump that I've been wanting for so long. I told him not to because we just spent a lot of money on desks, but yeah, we now have this guy to look down at us on all of our games. And then there are two other things I did end up getting with my Christmas money. One of them I will have to insert a picture or footage of. But first off, I got this cushion for this outdoor lounge chair that I got at Goodwill for $10. The lounge chair, by the way, not the cushions. The cushions were, you know, 5 times more expensive than the chair. But given that those chairs usually run a couple of $100 at least, when they're full metal like that, I'm not complaining about having to pay full price for a cushion. But I've been wanting one of those for so long so that I can just sit outside and read, and it just snowed last night, so probably whatever footage I have, it looks a little soggy and I can't actually sit on it right now, and I hope it's as weatherproof as it's supposed to be, so. And the other thing I got besides our desks was this beautiful, my shoulder just popped, did y'all hear that? Oh my god. It was this beautiful sketchbook. It has a moth and some moons on it, and the inside is really pretty as well. I already have drawn Rindris in it because of course I did, but it has these moons on the inside, and then on the back, more moons and stars. And if you guys didn't know, I really love moths. Of course I really love moons and stars. I think we already know that, but this is just like the exact vibe. And the world that I'm currently building has mythology that kind of has to do with this big celestial moth, so seeing this, I was just like, it's perfect. But I'm actually going to leave that open because I haven't sprayed this with fixative so that it doesn't smudge everywhere. The cats are in the litter box again. It's like they know when I'm recording. They only want to poop when I'm talking to myself. Anyways, from my parents, they also got me this Moonstone palette, which has a lot of good colors in it. I just used it for the first time today, and it is powerful. Like, I took one little, like, swig of it and was able to do, like, the undershade. I guess I'm not a makeup person, I don't know, but the base color on both of my eyes without having to swipe again. And it also has these sparkly tones, which I used. The only thing about me and eyeshadow, I love doing eyeshadow, but I don't know if it's because my primer, like my eyeshadow primer sucks. I think that's kind of the case. Cat will not stop digging in the box. Or if it's like my hooded eyes or what, but I always have problems with my eyeliner just throughout the day, very quickly throughout the day, just going into my crease, and it's starting out like a little bit there, but so far it's held up, and that's pretty cool, but I love the sparkles. I'm not usually so extra, but I'm having fun with this. Then my brother's fiance actually made this really pretty, it's gonna kind of reflect my lights and my setup here, but yeah, this really pretty Sailor Moon foil cutout in this frame and everything. So I have that hanging in my bedroom. My bedroom's kind of like space themed. It also has, you know, all these vines and whatnot around it too. But yeah, like our bedding is all like galaxy and whatnot. So this really blends in well in there. I love that. Then once again, I'm going all over the place. Like I said, we have another thing from Ryder's mom. She got me this Sweet Like Candy perfume by Ariana Grande. Now, I listen to power metal and like fantasy music generally whenever I listen to music. I don't listen to Ariana Grande, but this does smell pretty good. I actually have the lotion and the fancy, well, it shows it on the back here. Oh yeah, this is the body mist, not the perfume. I have the fancy perfume and the lotion too that she gave me another year. So I will be able to match. I don't know the difference between body mist and perfume though. Is there a difference? Not a makeup person, not a perfume person either. Not that I don't use them, I do for sure. I just don't know what I'm doing. I do makeup most days, I wear perfume most days, I don't know what's going on. I just kind of use it. But I think I mostly use body sprays, body mists, whatever it is. I guess, I don't know. Once again, one of them that I'm really not sure if it counts because this one I actually bought for Ryder. This was his Christmas present from me. But that is the Helm of Domination. It's kind of heavy. It's unfortunately too small to wear. I think it would be really cool if you could, but if you didn't know, his favorite character, of course, is Arthas. We do have Frostmourne hanging in our living room. We kind of have a whole Arthas shrine going on in our living room now. I'm trying to put up an Illidan one somewhere so that, you know, my boy gets some representation too, much to Ryder's disdain. But I just thought this was really cool and also got it half off, which was a good thing because it was a little overpriced otherwise, but most stuff on their store is, if you ask me. So yeah, we got that to go next to our Frostmourne. Oh, Illidan has failed me again. A bit of a spoiler here, I have an Illidan thing to show you. He's just also casually falling apart as I try to grab him. Just hold on to your freaking glaive, man, it's not that hard. Use those big raisin hands. He's as bad as my skeletal dragon figure that I like to complain about. Okay, please stay together, please stay together. My parents got me this Illidan statue, which we actually, from the same series, we have the Arthas one already. I got that for Ryder for his birthday last year. And so now that we have the Illidan one, we have them like right here in between our desks. So we can have our favorite characters there, but look how edgy and ugly he is. I adore him. He doesn't want to hold on to his blades nor his wings, but you know, and he also kind of wants to fall off the stand. He's a little wobbly, but what else can you expect from Illidan? Oh, it's okay, dude. That almost hit you. I'm sorry. I was gonna turn him around and show you his back, but I'm endangering my cat instead. Just giving it a good sniff now. I'm just gonna set him down. He's dangerous. And then we'll just move on to the little book section real quick, because I have them all stacked on each other. First of all, from Ryder's uncle, he got me this Vox Machina Kith and Kin book. Now, the most Critical Role I've seen is like the first 2 episodes of this newest campaign, because I'm really not good at listening to like podcasts and just audio sorts of stuff, especially because those are, you know, each game is very long. But I love the idea of Critical Role, and I want to consume more Critical Role media, so I've been really excited for the show, especially now that it looks like they bumped it up to be like the day before my birthday, like a gift. I've read a couple of the graphic novels, but the main thing I was really wanting them to release were books, and they did. I think this is the first one. It's about Vex and Vax, so interested to learn more about them. But yeah, this literally just came out and I was excited to get it. Also the inside. Ooh. Look at that beautiful map. We all know I love a good map. So good. Unfortunately, the rest of the hardcover is just like plain, but the inside, good stuff right there. Then also from Ryder's family, I got 2 of the last Dritz books I need. Now the only ones I need are Maestro and the newest one, which is like Starlight Enclave. But this is Boundless and Relentless, nowhere near to being to these books yet, but I'm really glad to have them. I finished off that trilogy, and the first book, Timeless, I had as a hardcover, so I'm glad to have one that matches that, and luckily this one is like taller than the rest of the Dritz books, so it still like blends in well enough on the shelf. I'm not really a particular person about having all my books be hardcover or paperback or matching necessarily, but I am at least glad that Timeless isn't alone in being the only hardcover on that shelf. So very excited for that. I still need to do my reading wrap-up video for the year, by the way. I know I said I was going to try to do that back in November, but stuff comes up. So it obviously hasn't happened yet. I have one other video that I'm needing to get up pretty soon, but hopefully after that. Doopy. She's being real needy. Is your food bowl getting low? your fake friend. I'm sure some of y'all's cats are like this too. If her Fuble, like if she sees the bottom of it, some of y'all's cats, all of your cats are probably like this. She just acts a certain way, and I can tell. She's like too nice. Not that she isn't a usually very nice cat to me. She's kind of aloof to other people, but yeah, I just know. I should probably go check on that afterwards. But then from Ryder, he also got me a couple of books. The first one, dude, you might want to move. I'm afraid this is gonna slip out of my lap and hit you. But the first one is Exploring Azeroth of the Eastern Kingdoms. Beautiful book, by the way. This was one we were looking at in the bookstore for quite some time, so I'm glad we finally have this. And then also, the one that I'm even more excited about is Folk and Fairy Tales of Azeroth. I remember, like, about when this came out, I think, I was really wanting it. I just really like the idea of this, like, fairy tales within an already, like, fantasy world. Like, that's so fun. Also, the pages are gold. It's so pretty. And, like, the inside, like, it looks like a big kid's, like, storybook. Oh, I turned to a page with art, too. Look at that. I love it. It's so pretty. I started to try to read this on Christmas, but, obviously didn't get super far. Hardly past the introduction, because, you know, it was Christmas. There were people there wanting to talk to me. So, I haven't really gotten to read them yet, but I'm excited to. And then this one, Ryder had told me whenever he was buying my Christmas gifts, he actually had to return one of them because it actually ended up being that base station right there. He had to call my mom and confirm that they didn't get me duplicates. So he had to return that one, and he was feeling kind of bad because I told him, like, we usually tell each other, like, whoever buys the gift first about what we're spending that year so we can try to get each other, like, equal values of stuff. I don't know, is that weird? I'm not sure. But he was feeling a little bit bad because he had to return that. But I think like a day or two afterwards, we were in this used game store, and I don't know if I have ever mentioned this. I think I probably have. But if you don't know, one of my favorite characters of all time, definitely my favorite Zelda character, is Makar, the little korok from Wind Waker. I think he is the cutest thing in the world. I adore him. And so last year, whenever I saw that Target had made a plush of him, naturally I really wanted it. Well, it wasn't Target. I think it's like the Mochi one? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was just Target that was selling him. I think. I could be wrong, but I only saw him in the store once, and it was right before Christmas, and I was like, I'm not allowed to buy things for myself before Christmas, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, worst case scenario, no one ended up getting it for me, and I'll come back and I'll get it with my Christmas money. I came back with my Christmas money and he was gone. I never saw him again. Until we found him in that used game store. So Ryder went ahead and got him for me and was like, okay, look, this it's a Christmas present, it's just early and you know what it is, so. He's so cute. I love him so much and he's so squishy. He has a little tail too, he's round, thick. So good. Like, I think he's just labeled as a korok, but this is obviously Makar. Like, do my boy some justice. We need more Makar in the world. Now, I mentioned that Ryder had to call my mom to make sure they didn't get any duplicates. That actually wasn't the only thing, but they decided to go ahead and keep this duplicate because it was really funny and it worked out. So, you guys have probably seen this around, potentially. They both got me one of these Rayloft pillows. My mom got me the pillow inserts for them too. I have one that goes in my bedroom, which is this one, and then I have one on my beanbag that you guys will hopefully be seeing in videos. I adore this. This is so funny. It's very soft. They're selling them on Amazon right now. I don't know, I saw them a while back and it's been on my wish list ever since. I love it. And of course it says, hey you're finally awake. So I'm so happy to have a matching set of these. And Duke being in here does remind me, they actually got a Christmas present too. I got them this big cat tower because we have this smaller one at the top of our stairs that Duke likes a lot, but I was figuring we needed one in the living room too that was a little more sightly so that they could look out the window and whatnot. I'll have to go ahead and insert footage of it here. Obviously I couldn't bring it up to my desk. But this one's off Chewy.com. It kind of matches our couch, so it makes me happy. It was a little bit taller than I was thinking it was. Obviously you can tell my plants are a little bit in danger, but my cats, knock on wood, this chipboard, it counts. They're fairly good about plants. Like, they don't tend to mess with them very much. They're actually worse about these fake vines. Noodle sometimes will try to chew them up, and that's probably worse. So there's one near there too that I'm just like, please don't mess with. She hasn't thus far. But I'm happy because Noodle's actually using it too. Like, Noodle doesn't use the original one we had because I think it's just like too small and it doesn't have like the little cups to hold them like this one does. Noodle actually likes the little cube that's on it. But they've both been using it. It makes me so happy. Then we do have a couple of clothes. This one I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to show. It's just this, I think it was labeled as a tunic, which makes me happy, but this is from Ryder's mom. It has like a little turtleneck that kind of droops and looks like a scarf, and then it's just like a really long sort of thing. It's floral. We all know I love a good plant. I think it's supposed to be fairly warm, like it's kind of thin for what it is. I'm not really sure, but I have a sweater that's like the same kind of cut as this and it's purple. I love that sweater, so I'm hoping I'll like this a lot too. And then from my parents, I have this beautiful Alliance shirt, which I really wasn't expecting to get. I put it on my wish list because whenever I was shopping for Ryder's present, I saw it and I really liked it, but full price. It was way too overpriced, but they had like a lot of sales going on and whatnot, so I kind of put on the wish list. I was like, if this is on sale still, like maybe this would be cool. Even then, I still thought it was a little pricey because I think it was like $18 or so for like this little shirt. And I've already worn it too, so it's like covered in cat hair, but one of mine isn't. I would be wearing it right now, but as I said, it snowed last night. It's really cold today. So I wanted to wear my biggest sweater. But I did wear this for like 3 days in a row straight, because what else are you supposed to do when you get a new shirt? And I do like it a lot. Ryder has a matching Horde shirt that you guys have, well, it's not like cut like this and striped, but he has a Horde shirt. It would be funny if it looked like this, but we wore that whenever we went to Madness, and of course we had a bunch of nerds coming up to us and being like, hey, yeah, for the Horde, and we were both like, we're actually both Alliance, jokes on you. Ryder just likes red, so he has the Horde chair and the Horde shirt. And he also played on Horde a lot as a kid, but you know. And then I believe this is the last thing. I really hope I'm not forgetting anything because I'll feel bad, but I think that's all. But my parents, it's a little dirty because it's been on our kitchen floor for a little bit. I think I'm gonna put it on our back porch. I just didn't want it to get all wet and gross before I could record this, but they got me this Gandalf, you shall not pass, little like welcome mat. I kind of want to put it on our front porch, but the welcome mat that we had out there, like it's not as protected, so it got really like faded and dirty, so I feel like putting this on our back porch would keep it a little bit safer. I don't think anyone around here would steal it, like, hopefully. We have a few things on our front porch that no one's messed with, so I don't think they would, but given this is also very cool and funny. But yeah, I think I'll put it out there. I kind of want to have a cuter back porch. That's my goal for the spring. But I love this so much. You guys probably remember I was Gandalf for Halloween. Gandalf and Illidan are like my favorite characters of all time pretty much now. Illidan really rose the ranks quickly, good for him. And I think my parents were very amused by my Gandalf costume, so getting this kind of as a memento of that is just wonderful. I was looking for my phone to check the list, because I made like a little quick list of everything I needed to bring into the office for this video. And I forgot I'm recording with my phone, so I can't actually check that. Big brain. Anyways, I think that is everything. I do hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas. I'd love to know like what some of your favorite gifts were this year. I feel like that's always interesting, so I'd love to talk with you guys about that. Or potentially what your favorite thing you did this holiday season was. That's also fun. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave it a like. I'll try my best to have that book video out soon, but like I said, I have something else that I need to put up in between. Need to get back to recording some Let's Plays too, huh? I've just been kind of busy. I'm hoping things have kind of slowed down now that the holidays are over with, but now I kind of have like anniversary and birthday stuff coming up, so just feels like I eternally don't have enough time, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.